What's up, my crypto legends? In today's episode, we are going to take a look at this huge sell-off that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have had during the day of today. We'll be doing some technical analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, guys, and make sure to take advantage of the last day of this bonus for Femex. You can get up to $680 bonus using my link. And also, we'll be taking a look at the stock to flow model, perfectly on track. Tesla has already earned $1 billion on BTC, which is more than from the sale of e-cars in 2020. It is going to be a little bit less now with this huge sell-off that has occurred. And CI Global files to issue North America's third Bitcoin ETF. All of this in today's episode. If you're getting value off this content, make sure to smash up the like button. Let's go straight into the video. Hello there, Andy here, and welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus, where you subscribe for the quickest technical analysis and news on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the financial markets. I am not a financial advisor, so don't buy or sell anything that I say. And if you do so, do your own research. Said this, let's go straight into the charts. This has to be the fastest and biggest correction that we've seen in the history of Bitcoin. We went yesterday from $58,500 almost all the way down to $47,500, making it an 18.68 correction, over a $10,000 Bitcoin drop in less than 24 hours. But we've been bought up back up again really fast from $47,500 all the way to $53,000, more than a 12% buy up, guys. So this is absolutely amazing. We are starting to see $10,000 movements in less than 24 hours. So you need to get used to it. More people coming in, more liquidity. We got more whales. So these movements are going to be absolutely normal all the way to $100,000, $200,000. So you need to stay calm. These corrections are going to happen in this bull market. An interesting thing is to see where the Bitcoin price has gone all the way down and bounced nicely, and that is the volume profile from the $46,000 to the $48,000 range is where the most of the volume has been traded. And look how we bounced nicely around this area. So it's acted as support very nicely. We can see this huge amount of volume here from the beginning of February. On the 8th of February, this is when Elon Musk was announcing that Tesla was buying over $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. So we had this huge amount of volume, and now this red candle, this selling pressure, this volume is not even as high as this volume right here. If we went below this candle over here around about the $38,000 area, I wouldn't get worried just yet. We got the $32,000 range. We have a huge amount of volume profile here, and this counts this candlestick here. This is when Elon Musk posted on his Twitter account the symbol Bitcoin. So we've got this one here, which is a huge amount of volume there, and also Elon Musk, Tesla buying Bitcoin $1.5 billion. So if we go below this candle, I do think that this is going to hold nicely, the $38,000 range. Nice volume profile here, and we've got these two candles backing up the Bitcoin price. If we fall below that, I do expect the $32,000 range hold nicely, and if $32,000 doesn't hold, well, then it is panic time, guys. We can start to panic if we go below $32,000. We can go down to $39,000, $38,000. It is absolutely fine. This would be a correction taking from the top here, $58,000 all the way down to $38,000. This would be a 33% correction, which is absolutely normal. In the last bull market in 2017, we did have 30 to 35% corrections during all the way to $20,000. Remember, the Bitcoin price went from over $1,000 up to $20,000 in about 6 or 7 months. So guys, it is absolutely normal to have these corrections. We could still drop to $38,000 and we would still be perfectly on track to the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So taking a look at Bitcoin, for example, on the 1 hourly chart, we can see that, look at this wick right here. Look at all of this buying pressure. It is actually on top of the resistance here of this ascending wedge that we were talking about for the last few days when we broke out and went up nicely. And taking a look at the 15-minute chart, I did take this trade yesterday, this inverse shoulder, head and shoulder. I entered at 57,000 and I got stopped out this morning at 55,000, just underneath this right shoulder. So, but look how we're getting bought back up again, guys. Absolutely amazing. So these corrections are absolutely normal. Let's take a look at the Ethereum US dollar pair. We have also had a massive drop for the Ethereum US dollar price. As you can see, we did manage to stay above the resistance here, turning it into support of this ascending triangle. But this didn't hold nicely any longer, and we dropped down off of it to the $1,520 range. You can see this is major support area, as you can see on the chart just there, and we had a nice bounce in here. We are still inside the channel, so we are bearish short term while we're getting into this channel. I am expecting the Ethereum price to get back up this ascending channel and turning the resistance into support again to continue to the upside. You have to be super cautious now to place any trades at all. The market is super volatile. I'm going to wait for the markets to settle down to do some decent technical analysis and then look for trading opportunities. Let's take a look at the ADA US dollar pair. We can also see that we've had a massive sell-off here, as you can see on the chart. We have bounced nicely of the VPVR also here. Look, this is where the most of the volume has been traded, and we just wicked below it and straight back up again. So we might see a bigger correction also for the ADA price. I was talking about this huge candle with this huge amount of volume. If this held nicely, well, we're all right. But if it falls below it, then we are in trouble. As you can see, we broke below it and now we are bouncing here as resistance. This is the top of this huge candle with this huge amount of volume. So if we manage to get above this resistance area, then this might be a great buying opportunity. If we bounce back down and retest as support, there is a lot of buying pressure here. So if we see a nice green candle and then come back down and retest it, we could probably place a trade to go back to the top of where the price has gone. Let's take a look at the stock to flow model. Looking at the model, we are perfectly on track to $100,000 before the end of 2021. As you can see, we actually outperforming the model. In 2017, we did not outperform the model. Yes, we did when we hit 10,000. We shoot up straight to 20,000. So maybe when we hit $100,000, we're going to go to $150,000 in a few days. But what I'm telling you here is that 20, 30, even 40% corrections is absolutely normal for the Bitcoin price. Even though now that we've had not even a 20% correction, we could have a 30% correction, taking the Bitcoin price all the way down to $35,000 range. So this is like having a walk in the park. It is normal. We need these corrections for people coming in and buying in those dips, guys. The bull market is not ended yet. We've got a third ETF getting approved in Canada and the US also getting ETFs for approval. So this is absolutely normal. Corrections are good for the market. Let's take a look at the news today. Tesla has already earned $1 billion on BTC, which is more than from the sale of e-cars in 2020. Tesla reported for its fiscal year 2020 a profit from the sale of electric cars of $721 million. However, analysts believe that Tesla has not yet sold any of its Bitcoin, so changes in the market will continue to affect the development of this estimated profit. Let us recall the position of Tesla, which in addition to investment of $1.5 billion in Bitcoin in January, also expects to start accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for the company's products in the near future. In the short term, it might turn into $500 million profit, $200 million in a profit as the market is due to a correction, but in the long term, he's made a smart move accepting Bitcoin for Tesla products, and also his $1.5 billion investment will multiply by a lot in the mid-long term. Taking a look at the next news, CI Global files to issue North America's third Bitcoin ETF. There could soon be a third Canadian Bitcoin exchange traded fund, CI Global Asset Management, a subsidiary of a firm overseeing more than $230 billion in assets, filed a preliminary prospectus for the financial instrument, the company announced on Friday. The so-called CI Galaxy Bitcoin ETF, the BTCX, would be managed by CI and advised by merchant bank Galaxy Digital. The two firms have previously partnered on the CI Galaxy Bitcoin Fund, a closed-end investment product. Two Bitcoin ETFs went live this week, offering investors a way to gain exposure to Bitcoin by buying stock rather than the asset itself. ETF managers purchase an underlying asset on behalf of investors trading on the stock market for a fee. The first Bitcoin ETF in North America hoovered up to $421.8 million worth of assets in its first 2 days of trading, including over 6,000 BTC. The BTCX will invest directly in Bitcoin, with Galaxy handling that end over the trade and Gemini acting as custodian. Canadian firm 3iQ also filed a preliminary prospectus for a Bitcoin ETF last week. So this is potentially the third ETF getting approved in Canada. Now we're just waiting for US ETFs to get approved. Guys, this is going to be it for today's episode. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. We've got great tutorials, reviews on how to buy, how to store, and how to trade Bitcoin safely. We've got the latest news and technical analysis, so I'll be leaving a link in the description. And if you haven't seen the best tutorial of the Dudex leverage trading platform, I'll be leaving a video popping up on your screen. A massive thank you for tuning in. Smash up the like button and subscribe for coming updates, and I will see you in the next one.